reconciliation, and we honor those who walk with us. Thank you. Kinanaskum now.
Here we go. The game starts.
September 30th marks the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation across Canada, a day of reflection and a time to honor the survivors and the children who never made it home from residential schools. Tonight we take a moment to acknowledge the individual, family, and community intergenerational impacts of residential schools as a commitment to the reconciliation process. The Edmonton Oilers organization is committed to the conversations and actions that help build a more inclusive nation and encourage fans across Alberta and the country to do the same.
Oh, yeah.
And now
O tak awikiak ni te hinak kiwa pamtinan soki kiwe tinuk pakoi te ota o Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
Two preseason games to go for the Canucks, both of them against the Edmonton Oilers. On paper, a bit of a mismatch in favor of the home team tonight. We'll see how it plays out on the ice in the first meeting between these two since their 7-game thriller in the second round of last spring's playoffs. Kevin Lankinen makes his second appearance as a Canuck since signing as a free agent with Vancouver the week before last. 29-year-old entering his 5th NHL season, having spent 2 years in both Chicago and Nashville. Lankinen stopped 20 of 23 in a losing cause Friday in Seattle. For the Oilers, it's Stuart Skinner, who after some second-round adversity in that series with the Canucks, took the Oilers to Game 7 of the final against Florida. Skinner finished the regular season tied for third with 36 wins, trailing only Alexander Georgiev and Winnipeg's Connor Hellebuck. New wingers for Leon Draisaitl. There's the other Skinner, Jeff Skinner, signed in Edmonton from Buffalo, and he flanks one side with Victor Arvidsson on the other. Draisaitl in the middle. With the game underway here at Rogers Place in Edmonton, and Arvidsson passing back in his own zone to another newcomer, Ty Emberson. Puck thrown ahead, Noah Juleson intercepts for the Canucks, tries a long pass, icing waved off. Skinner, I think, thought for a moment they might have a chance at an icing call, but play goes on and the Oilers are able to break out. With the puck played in the middle, Draisaitl dishes off, gets a return pass, centers the puck, and it went right through the slot and out the near side. Emberson keeps the puck in, intercepted by Elias Pettersson. He tried to move the puck up the boards. Now the Oilers pass the blue line and the puck escapes the zone. Brought back in by Josh Brown, whose shot goes off a stick and wide of the goal. Jeff Skinner gets the puck, puts it in front, and that chance set up onto the stick of Connor Brown. Tipped off the toe of his stick. He never got a shot away, and the puck goes down for an icing call.
The reason there's an open man at the front of the net after Noah Juleson stepped up and make a hit here, he has words with Joshua Brown, doesn't get back to the front of the net. The puck goes there, just off the front skate of Connor Brown and ushered down the ice for icing.
Hughes Suter out for this face-off. On a line with Arshdeep Baines and Nate Smith. Oilers win it, shot from the line by Brett Kulak, deflected, and then hit Lankinen in the left pad. He wasn't sure where that puck was. It was deflected down. Baines able to one-hand it from center and poke the puck down into the Oilers' zone.
It's all about good positioning right there for Lankinen.
Oilers. Josh Brown waiting with the puck behind his own net. As Edmonton regroups and starts out. Kulak had trouble taking that pass off his skate, but the Oilers able to send the puck down into the Vancouver zone. Christian Wolanin tied up along the inboards. Vinny Desharnais, the ex-Oiler, out there on defense as well, as a shot attempt for the left point. Goes off a skate and over the glass. That was one-time Canuck Travis Dermott, who's here in Edmonton on a professional tryout basis.
A couple of former Canucks in the lineup for the Oilers, and Stetcher you mentioned, and Travis Dermott. Here's the deflection down to Lankin, and
looked like a double deflection, didn't it?
Yeah, was able to get a stick on it. Lankin moving to his right, and then making sure that left pad stayed on the ice.
Canucks win control off the face-off. Kirill Kudratsev sends the puck ahead. Jonathan Lecker-Mackey tips it over the Edmonton blue line. There's Troy Stetcher sending one to center, and it's off the stick of ex-Canuck Vasily Podkolzin and into the Edmonton bench.
Got to mention him and talking about ex-Canucks, but there's Chris Nodlock, who burst onto the scene behind the bench for the Oilers, winning 10 of his first 13 and taking his team all the way to the Stanley Cup final. When he was hired, he brought along Paul Coffey as an assistant coach, and the players have certainly responded.
Oilers were 3-9-1 when he took over, and they went 46-18-5 the rest of the way, all the way to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final. Mark Friedman is going to win that race on Podkolzin, and linesman Brandon Garlitz blows things down for a face-off in the Edmonton zone.
Tocchet was talking about his team in Calgary. Just thought the box outs weren't quite there near the front of the net and wanted more communication in the defensive zone. And he admits it's a bit of a younger lineup, but what a great opportunity for a guy like Nate Smith, who's out on the ice. Max Sasson going up against some pretty important Oiler players.
Sasson won the face-off. Mark Friedman sends one wide of the goal. Digging for the puck is Ty Mueller. Takes a shot in the back from Connor McDavid. McDavid out with the puck, and it's backhanded down to the Vancouver blue line. Friedman over to collect for the Canucks. He dumps one ahead. Podkolzin, he's bodied in front of the Vancouver bench as he plays the puck in behind the Canuck goal. 2.5 minutes in, no score. As Sasson brings the puck ahead to center. Kiefer Sherwood tips it into the Edmonton zone. Mueller takes a hit, gets the puck to Sherwood, who shoots it wide. Here's Elias Pettersson with a shot attempt. That hit a leg and ricocheted to the corner. Oilers come up with the puck behind their own net. Emberson passes to the side, and the puck is lifted out to center. Kajula trying to go through the defense. Puck wouldn't behave. And then the Oilers were offside as they followed up, but James Hamblin had teammates trapped over the blue line.
Got to look at new Canuck. Kiefer Sherwood, talk about him in the opening, 2-year deal at $1.5 million per. And the simplicity to his game is getting it on the forecheck. He's got a real long reach with that stick. And so leads with that to try to disrupt the puck, but then follows through with the body almost each and every time. You know, in the playoffs, 6 games, 33 hits for Nashville.
That's career highs in goals, assists, and points with the Predators last year, 10, 17, 27. Here's Elias Pettersson shooting the puck in from center. The other Pettersson, Elias, not in the Vancouver lineup, but large grouping of Vancouver regulars not dressed for this game in Edmonton. Hamlin shoots the puck in from center. Noah Juleson with a quick pivot in the corner, gets it to Phil DiGiuseppe, who brings the puck to center. Sherwood takes his pass and tips it into the corner. Kulak, bodied by DiGiuseppe. Puck to the left point, Christian Wolanin feeds across. Desharnais with a wrist shot wide of the goal. Puck came in front, swatted away by Stuart Skinner. DiGiuseppe leaves in the corner. Niels Oman's after the puck. He's checked by Kulak, who pokes the puck to Josh Brown. He finds Jeff Skinner, who backhands one ahead for Leon Draisaitl. And now Skinner brings the puck ahead. He'll leave for Brown, who lost it in his skates for a moment. Now under pressure, Arshdeep Baines. Canucks keep the puck in the Edmonton zone. Skinner out of his net, around for Kulak. Tied up by Arshdeep Baines. Good job here for the Canucks, keeping the puck in the Edmonton zone. Brown leaves for Kulak. Oh, stick way up in the air. That was Baines' stick that went about 25 feet into the air. He heads to the bench without it. As Mark Friedman is after the puck in his own zone. Draisaitl digging for it, comes free to Nils Höglander. Suter picks up the loose puck. Delays before passing across. Kudratsov with a backhander. That missed the net on the short side, and the puck deflects all the way out to center. Höglander after. Try to pass for Daniel Sprong. That didn't work, and the Oilers take possession inside their own line. Set ahead. Tipped through by Matthias Janmark. Out of his net is Lankinen. Can't get it past Connor Brown. Dermott down from the left point. Lekarmäki steps into him. Oilers send it around for Brown. Connor Brown pass to the side. Wraparound attempt by Adam Henrique was stopped by Kevin Lankinen. Here's Brown with the puck again. That's Connor Brown. Loads up, shoots. Lankinen the save. Took it right in the crest of the jersey. And he hangs on to stop play just over 5 minutes into this first period.
Better box out at the front of the net. And there's what happened to that stick flying in the air. Behind the net, Baines on the forecheck, and then Joshua Brown, after doing the reverse, slings this stick. I mean, it went 30 feet in the air and 20 feet away. And here's the scoring leaders for Abbotsford last year. Baines played less games than Carlson, but it is Carlson, the leading scorer. You see Ratu in there as well, respectable 52 points.
Off the draw, Noah Juleson able to send the puck ahead. Close play at the line. Nate Smith brings the puck in. Feeds the right point. Juleson, long shot. There's the first test officially for Skinner. And Stuart Skinner got the glove on that one and held on for a whistle.
It's been a good energetic start. You always think about on the road, first 4 or 5 minutes or so, not giving up anything too glorious. And the Canucks have done a very good job. Skinner just one game under 60 last season as a starter for the Oilers. 36 wins, you mentioned.
Georgiev had 38, Connor Hellebuyck had 37. And despite missing all that time, Patrick Demko was right up there in the top 6 or so of wins in the NHL last season.
35 for Demko, career high for him.
Here's Corey Perry, who turned 39 in the month of May. Hoping for one more go at it. Won the Stanley Cup, of course, in his second year in the NHL in Anaheim, and he's had plenty of opportunities since with a variety of teams, including last year with Edmonton.
Been chasing it. Montreal, Dallas, you name it.
Here's McDavid in on the right wing. Connor McDavid feeds back. Josh Brown across to Brett Kulak. Wrist shot wide of the goal. Josh Brown gets the puck to the right point. Feeds one down into the corner. Desharnais able to intercept behind his own goal. And he'll delay before sending one off an Edmonton stick and out to center. DiGiuseppe swats the puck in on the backhand. Brown is back, tied up by Sherwood. Connor Brown after the puck. That's Lane Peterson after the puck. Former Canuck one time, played 11 games for Vancouver. There's an Oiler penalty coming up here for tripping. I thought it was an Oiler penalty. They blew the whistle when the Canucks touched the puck. So it'll be a Vancouver penalty. And when we come back, a power play in this scoreless first period in Edmonton.
The following YouTube video will contain major labels of copyright claims before it blocks.
He's trying to get his stick into it, and instead takes down the Oiler player. And then this has been going on in the first couple of shifts after Sherwood finished his check on Josh Brown. And he's been chirping with keeper Sherwood. Brown gets the unsportsmanlike, puts him in the penalty box. And you know what I said about keeper Sherwood and the temperature guy? I mean, he's already raised the temperature. At least he's got the attention of the Oilers early in this game.
There you see Rick talking in conversation with Carter Sandlak, the son of ex-Canuck Jim Sandlak, who's working this game as a referee along with Garrett Rank. And there's ex-Canuck Glenn Gulletson working alongside Chris Knobloch in the Edmonton bench as they get set to go 4-on-4 here for a couple of minutes, barring any more penalties. Scoreless game, just shy of the 7-minute mark first period.
Well, this will be a good challenge for the Canucks. Draisaitl, McDavid out, starting in their own end.
It's a nice luxury to have as a head coach. I think I'll load up. And Knobloch does here in the 4-on-4. Canucks have Suter and Höglander up front with Juleson and Elias Pettersson on defense. And the Oilers wing control. Travis Dermott passes to Troy Stetcher. And the Oilers start out Draisaitl works his way to center. Try to pass for Stetcher, but the puck slid off the toe of his stick, and the Oilers regroup with their own blue line. Dermott leaves for McDavid, and now Stetcher. Troy Stetcher played in Detroit, now in Edmonton. Had some time in LA and Arizona as well. After leaving the Canucks, McDavid, Draisaitl through the legs of Lankinen and wide. Didn't miss by much. Wasted no time shooting that one after McDavid put it on his stick. Puck back into the Vancouver zone. Canucks come up with it. Suter passes across to Daniel Sprong. And he wheels in his own zone and starts out to center. In on the left wing. Puck slides away from him. He gets it to the inboard, sends it in front, comes all the way back to the line. Desharnais to Wolanin. Christian Wolanin. Pass for Ratu. Ratu was out of his reach. And Brett Kulak's onto the puck for Edmonton. 8 minutes into the first. No score. There's 45 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Victor Arvidsson. Pass ahead from Ben Gleason. Nice read by Wolanin to poke the puck away. He sends Sprong in, but Ratu preceded him by just a half a step, and it's an offside call at the Edmonton line.
It's a good read on the play by Wolanin to poke the puck free and move it up ice quickly. Here's the 4-on-4 breakout. As Draisaitl is going to put it across to McDavid. Everyone's looking at Connor McDavid, making sure he doesn't get to a scoring area. He does, and then sets up his partner, Draisaitl. Look, eyes up the whole time. And feet moving by McDavid.
30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Ty Emberson, who scored his first and only career goal against the Canucks last season as a member of the San Jose Sharks. Wolanin intercepts, passes out to center to Desharnais. And now turning with the puck is Jonathan Lekkerimäki, who leads the Canucks in preseason scoring with 3 points in 3 games. Lekkerimäki under pressure, Desharnais under pressure in his own zone, gets the puck to Wolanin. Connor Brown on him. Wolanin for Desharnais. He finds Mueller. Teams are back to full strength. Penalized players are out of the box. Here's Ty Mueller in on the right wing. Mueller, nice move and a quick shot off the blocker of Stuart Skinner. The initial shot that he stopped earlier, they deemed to be going wide, so that is the Canucks' first official shot on goal in this game, off the stick of Ty Mueller. Kudryavtsev with the shot, that's stopped by Skinner. Rebound loose in front, Sherwood gets it. Kudryavtsev gets a return pass from Friedman. His shot didn't get through. And Matthias Janmark gets to the loose puck for the Oilers.
That was a nice wrist shot and good look from Kudryavtsev as Skinner had gone down and kept his elbows below his hips. There was room up near the glove, but
Sherwood's going to get a penalty here as he just got a piece of goaltender Skinner.
yeah.
And Kiefer Sherwood will head to the penalty box here as the Edmonton goaltender went down in a heap, and the Oilers will get the game's first power play.
Down rather easily in a heap.
Vancouver penalty number 44.
See the skate, the left skate connects with Skinner, who is clearly in his own blue paint. Goalies own that part of the ice, and the Oilers will put out their power play and their big guns that are dressed. This is earlier with Ty Mueller. He had a really good game in Calgary. Used his speed there. Last moment to the forehand before the goal line and testing Skinner off that blocker.
Canucks shorthanded. I thought they killed off 5 Calgary power plays the other night, but officially they had the Flames with 4. And the Canucks in the preseason have been shorthanded 12 times and killed them all. But this is a bit of a different beast here with the Oilers, who last year were 4th best in the NHL overall and number 1 on home ice. Great chance there for Oman to intercept, but he missed the puck. And it got through to Draisaitl. Oilers set up McDavid. Leon Draisaitl gets a return pass from Gleason. Draisaitl in front, one-timer and a blocker save off Arvidsson by Kevin Lankinen. A couple of former Predators there. They weren't teammates in Nashville, I don't believe, but Lankinen got the better of Arvidsson on that one-time attempt. Here's Draisaitl. Down low, gets a return pass. Wrist shot off the stick of Elias Pettersson, and the puck is over the glass for a whistle with 1:06 to go on the penalty to Kiefer Sherwood.
Well, parts of that top power play unit from last year, but the important parts, Draisaitl slowing things down. McDavid's going to hide on the right side of your screen, but he doesn't get the puck. It goes to Arvidsson between the hash marks. And that is a very fine stop by Lankinen. Just 18 games last season for Arvidsson, battling injuries with the Kings.
Missed the first 50. And then was almost a point a game when he came back tail end of the regular season. Good job by DJ Sep.30 to get in the way of that pass. Now he's after the puck, taken away by Travis Dermott. And he'll pass in his own zone to Troy Stetcher. So two defensemen on the power play now for the Oilers. Here's Vasily Podkolzin moving in. Had a short-handed goal for the Oilers last game against Seattle. Canucks intercept, puck is sent off the glass and all the way down into the Edmonton zone.
Yeah, that short-handed goal by Podkolzin tied the score at 4, and then the Oilers went on to win 5-4.
Raphael Lavoie with the winning goal. Podkolzin dishes to the side. Good job there by Juleson to step up, and he knocks the puck down the ice. 22 seconds to go on the penalty to Kiefer Sherwood. Lane Peterson. Mentioned he played 11 games for the Canucks a couple of seasons ago. Remember in Abbotsford that year, he had 17 goals in 18 games with the baby Canucks.
I just remember watching that game, and Lane Pedersen was on the ice with Elias Pettersson. You're having fun with that.
Pedersen? That's not so hard.
No. They're trying to make it harder this season for you.
Yes. Kiefer Sherwood out of the box, so the Oilers are 0 for 1 on the power play. Game remains scoreless. I've long said if Jim Robinson could deal with 2 Greg Adams in the same lineup, I can deal with an Elias Pettersson. Here's Suter at the side, jam play, and Skinner got the right pad down. Now on the other side, wraparound attempt, Skinner the save, and he's able to cover in the crease. As Arshdeep Baines tried the other side, and then Sprong was banging away at the loose puck. But Skinner's got it, and he gets the whistle as the Canucks came close. Both sides of the net. Skinner with a goal line stand, and it's still scoreless here in Edmonton, the Canucks and the Oilers.
I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Oh, what's a man to do?
I'm not special. Cancer happens to people all the time. I take 1 mile at a time, 26 miles a day. I want to set an example that'll never be forgotten. Sometimes it feels endless. But the pain I feel is nothing. I've seen little kids in so much pain. Somewhere, the hurting must stop.
Terry Fox ran more than halfway across Canada to raise money for cancer research. Every year, millions of people around the world continue the marathon of hope in his name.
Why am I getting calls telling me you failed a bunch of kids in your English class?
Read that.
As an AI language model.
ChatGPT wrote it.
That not allowed? It's the future.
And then he puts the cool guy with sunglasses emoji.
It's a clear point of view.
Now Troy Stetcher hoping to win over another organization with his work ethic, attitude, and skill. Edmonton traded for the former Canuck at the deadline, but he played exactly 0 playoff games because of an infection caused by a cyst needed surgical attention. Still, the Oilers hit Stetcher to a 2-year deal in free agency, and while perhaps he faces an uphill battle for an opening night roster spot, he's unfazed, saying it's nothing he hasn't faced before.
You know what I like about Troy? You know the expression, practice how you play?
Yeah.
If you watch him practice, he does everything with purpose. Like a pass, it's crisp, it's on the tape. Like he does everything with exaction. Like he wants everything to be right, to be perfect.
He squeezes everything he has out of his skill set and is really well liked in the dressing room. A consummate pro.
On the bench right now is Daniel Sprong, steals the puck in the Oilers zone. Sprong to the blue line, long shot. Desharnais wound up behind the net and now bounces in front, grabbed by Skinner. And the Canucks coming on here in the last couple of shifts since Kiefer Sherwood exited the penalty box.
And a couple of chances for that man right there, Archie Baines. The wraparound before the break and then the deflection near the front of the net. Gets his stick free, brings it off the toe and then misses and thrown right back towards the front. Skinner's on it.
Canucks win the face-off to the left of Skinner. Here's Wolanin moving down the left wing boards. Sends one across. Oh, Skinner with the save. That was Nate Smith with a one-timer across the body. And now another chance in front. Mueller with that opportunity, and that deflected off Skinner and into the corner. Canucks getting some chances here, but the game remains scoreless as Draisaitl brings the puck ahead. Puck came back to him as his pass was blocked. Canucks chip it out to center. Mueller overskated it. Try to pass in the middle. And now collects the puck inside his own blue line. 7 minutes left, first period. Canucks nothing and the Oilers nothing. Max Sasson starts up. Sasson ahead for Smith. Checked by Podkolzin, and he comes back for Edmonton. Trying to pass for Corey Perry. That was out of his reach, but he's able to chop the puck in behind the net, taken there by Mark Friedman, who puts it off the boards and out of play. And there'll be a face-off in the Vancouver zone.
Bucks have had the better chances in the last 4 or 5 minutes. And faced off is one, then go to the net with your stick on the ice. And Nate Smith beats his guy off the boards. And a quick redirect towards Skinner. And then stay near the front of the net. Puck's right there for you. And as Todd Mueller gets a chance at it as well. So these younger players not overwhelmed by the Oilers lineup.
Kevin Lankinen right off the face-off. Glove save off Ty Emberson. And Lankinen hangs on to stop play.
29-year-old. Played 2 seasons in Chicago. And the last 2 years with Nashville when he was in Chicago as a teammate of Pius Suter.
Deals Omam with a face-off win. Kudryavtsev gets the puck to Friedman. Here's Sherwood, delays and makes a nice feed to Kirill Kudryavtsev. He's in on the left wing. Tried a shot, reaching in was Emberson to tip that one out of play. Mentioned Ty Emberson, one and only goal, came last season against the Canucks on November 25th.
The defenseman lets this one fly and has eyes over the blocker side of Casey DeSmith.
Canucks won 3 of 4 against the Sharks last year, but that was the only one that San Jose was able to prevail in. 4-3 the final.
Emerson was originally drafted by Arizona and traded to the Rangers, taken off waivers by the Sharks, and that still is his only NHL goal.
Mentioned the Canucks record against the Sharks last year against the Oilers. They went 4-0. They won 7-11 games against the Oilers last year. Unfortunately, the 4 they didn't were in the second round playoff series. A narrow 7-game victory for Edmonton. Here's a long shot by Stetcher, kicked out, rebound, and Lankinen got over to stop that as well. Kajula didn't get much on it. Now he gets another chance, and that's off a leg and wide of the goal. Kajula bodies Juleson off the puck, puts it in front. Here's Stetcher, missed the net. Troy Stetcher with a good look there. Now the puck deflects across the goal crease. Wolanin gets it, but Höglander can't move it past Stetcher. Another chance to clear, and this time Höglander lifts one down inside the Oiler blue line.
Yeah, that's better, and I think Höglander, if he had it over again, would have got that first one out. That's what coaches will look at under pressure. If you get that puck, make sure it gets out of the zone. He does it the second time.
Now Wolanin around for Suter. Couldn't get it past Josh Brown. Here's Connor Brown. Up the boards, Matthias Janmark's pass intercepted by Pius Suter. Puck skipped over the stick of Wolanin, and the Oilers get it back. Henrique, Kulak, fanned on his shot attempt. Janmark after the loose puck. Pius Suter trying to dig it free for the Canucks. Oilers get it back. Connor Brown, pass blocked. Suter had his stick lifted, and the puck stays in Vancouver territory. Now a chance for Wolanin, who wants off on a change to get the puck ahead to Baines. He'll turn and bank one ahead. Suter sends the puck deep into the Oilers zone, and the Canucks are able to get some fresh legs out there. Here comes Draisaitl with speed. Sends the puck below the goal line. Friedman shoots it around, gets it out, and now a race for it. As Max Sasson turns on the Jets, Emberson gets there first. He stops deep in his own zone with 4:20 remaining in the first period. Oilers break to center. Jeff Skinner, poke check neatly by Kudryavtsev. Draisaitl gets the puck back. Sends one across for Arvidsson, and now Draisaitl shoots the puck in deep. Back to pick it up is Kirill Kudryavtsev. Had a little trouble with the puck behind the net. Freeman able to help him out. Gets it ahead and out to center ice. Travis Dermott to Troy Stetcher. He's got room to skate. And Stetcher shoots one in from the center. Beaumont banks it free. Nate Smith delays, finds T. Giuseppe, who's able to around Draisaitl and send the puck into the Oilers zone. Stetcher ahead for Corey Perry. Finds Stetcher with room. Nice pass ahead. Oilers are 2-on-1. McDavid cutting in. Centers! And missing the pass was Podkolzin, as it just skipped over his stick on the setup from Connor McDavid. Canucks will be called for icing here after the good chance of the Oilers on a 2-on-1 from the blue line in.
Well, the Canucks had some earlier chances. Up ice. Good forecheck. Battle for the puck. And this is Lankinen, though, with a wonderful stop in Kajula. And Stetcher trying to beat the goaltender, misses the net. McDavid putting it on the tee for Podkolzin, but he lifted his stick at the last moment underneath the toe.
Oilers try to set one up in front for Kulak. That's broken up by Kiefer Sherwood. And he sends the puck gently down into the Oilers zone. Josh Brown. Corey Perry. Checked by Aturatu. Brown gets the puck again. Banks one off the boards. Podkolzin delays. And passes back to Brett Kulak. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first. Canucks nothing, the Oilers nothing. Edmonton with a slim edge in shots, 6-5. Here come the Oilers to center. Podkolzin's pass was blocked. He goes after the puck in the corner, sends it behind the net. McDavid tried to center, comes to Podkolzin, who banks one back to Ben Gleason. Here's McDavid coming off the boards. Cuts wide. Sharp angle shot stopped by Lankinen. Podkolzin on the rebound, couldn't put it home. And Desharnais gets the loose puck. It deflects onto the stick of Jonathan Leckermack. He's in on the right wing. But the puck is taken away by Lane Peterson, who was almost guilty of too many men on the ice there, jumping over the boards and getting right into the play as the Canucks were breaking in. Here's Peterson at the other end of the ice. Sends one to Kajula. He dishes off. Puck settled. Shot on goal, and that missed the net. Changed direction on the way through. The shot attempt there by Stetcher, who's had a few looks this period.
Yeah, a couple of times now in the defensive zone, the Canucks are so far in the one areas this is going to go out of play that the far defenseman's been open for the Oilers, but a lot of missing of the net or stops by Lankinen.
We'll take a break from Rogers Place in Edmonton. Canucks and the Oilers, who are going to meet twice this week to round out the preseason, are scoreless.
The raffle is live. Tickets available until the end of the second intermission. You can buy now at VancouverCanucks5050.com.
Scoreless here in Edmonton. Rick Tocchet and the Canucks with a slew of regulars once again, and that includes JT Miller talking with the head coach before the game. He reiterated there's nothing wrong and that he fully expects JT to be in the lineup Friday when the Canucks close out their preseason against these same Oilers.
Yeah, I went so far as to say that Miller was one of the top conditioned athletes coming into camp, and last practice was staying out another 20 minutes after practice was over to continue to work on things.
So we'll expect to see Miller and others in the Canuck lineup at Rogers Arena on Friday night. Kudryavtsev keeps the puck in, puts it in front. Smith chopped at it, and Stuart Skinner made a sharp save with the left pad as Nate Smith just spun and swatted that bouncing puck on goal. Skinner out of his net. If he looks familiar, he's got the Mike Smith retro look with the gear this year. Pads and blocker and catching look. Replicas of what Mike Smith wore in his time with the Oilers here. Canucks with a neat play to Max Sasson, who has room to skate to center. Gets there and backhands one in wide of the Oiler goal. Skinner out of his net. Banks one around to Josh Brown. Tried to find Connor Brown. That's going to go the length of the ice for an icing call with 1 minute remaining here in the first period in Edmonton.
Canucks trying to get one through Skinner in his fancy gear. Nate Smith at the front of the net times it well when this puck is dropping down to whack it towards the goaltender. It's third game of the preseason for Nate Smith.
Oman wins a face-off in the Oilers zone. Elias Pettersson into the middle. DiGiuseppe under pressure, plays the puck into the corner. Here's Oman behind the net. Niels Oman. Kiefer Sherwood. Sherwood backhands the puck in deep. DiGiuseppe there trying to get away from Josh Brown. Puts one in front. Oilers clear the line, held in. Juleson with a shot and a blocker saved by Skinner. Here's Sherwood covering at the left point. Carries down into the corner. Passes back, Elias Pettersson. Noah Juleson. That one flutters wide of the goal. Puck comes right in front. Oman took a swing at it, but couldn't get his stick on the puck. And the Oilers, Adam Henrique is able to send it down into the Vancouver zone. Canucks quick up to DiGiuseppe, but he was chipped. And here's Victor Arvidsson into the middle, Draisaitl. A dozen seconds left in the period as the puck is sent in behind the Vancouver goal. Desharnais gets it to Jonathan Lekermak. One last rush for the Canucks. Ratu moves in. Here's Wolanin, shoots one off Ratu into the corner, and that's going to do it for period number one as the Canucks and the Oilers escape scoreless through 20 minutes here at Rogers Place.
Well, the Canucks players might have been overwhelmed by the opposition and NHL experience and all-star power, but they carried the play in that first. I think they surprised Edmonton and forechecked hard. We'll see if they can continue that up through the next two periods.
Lots coming up in our first intermission. Ivanka and Ken will have an update for us. I mentioned there's a bunch of Canucks not in the lineup. That includes Jake DeBrusk. But we do have a DeBrusk coming up. Louis is going to join Dan in our first intermission here at Rogers Place in Edmonton, where the
to center ice, Pettersson at the center and shot it in. Up the left wing goes to Jeff Skinner. On the right, too far, on the right side to Emberson. Now off of Skinner's stick to the left side for Draisaitl. He'll get it in, go all the way across to Arvidsson in front of the net to Jeff Skinner just off the end of his stick before he get a shot away. It's cleared down the ice. It'll be an icing call against the Canucks. 55 seconds gone here. We're in the second period in this game, still looking for its first goal.
Well, that time they showed a little bit of movement, the trio.
Yep. Just missing Jeff Skinner in the slot for an opportunity. As McDavid, Perry, and Podkolzin get out there for the Oilers. It gets between the two Oiler defensemen. It comes out. So Kulak up the left wing. Off of McDavid and in. Desharnais gets into the corner. Rims the puck up to the blue line. Goes off of Kulak. Desharnais on the inboards. It's tied up by Perry for a moment. Now it goes to Baines, left wing corner. Along the left boards, it doesn't get out. McDavid keeping it in, but off his stick, just coming out to center ice. Josh Brown on the right wing. Let this shoot it in, hit a skate. Comes back to Kulak. Now on the left side to Perry. We'll give it to Kulak in the Oilers zone. Up the right wing to Podkolzin. Now to McDavid, it was in behind him. It was into the Canucks end. McDavid into the corner with Desharnais. Wolanin on the right wing. Off the right wing boards for Sprong. Over the center ice line, he'll dump it in. Stuart Skinner out of his net. To the right wing, Arshdeep Baines keeping it in for Vancouver. To the right wing corner. Sent back to the blue line by Ratu. The left wing, Friedman dumps it low. It goes to the right corner inside the Oiler end. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the second. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Canucks. Puck brought out, Stetcher into the Canucks end on the right side. Dump it in, goes in behind the net. Henrique got to it first. He'll get it out to Connor Brown. But went off the heel of his stick, goes into the slot. Friedman cleared it out. Kudryavtsev across to Friedman. Up the right wing, directed in by Höglander. And Gleason with it, left side, the Oilers zone. Up the left wing, gave the puck to Hamblin. He'll dump it in. Lankinen out to play it. It's played in front of the net. Lankinen scurries back in time just to keep it out. Connor Brown let it go from the right side towards the front of the net. Lankinen just getting back in time. Now on the left side, Janmark. Cross-ice pass directed wide by Kajula, and the net comes off the mooring in behind Lankinen. But Kajula just missing the tap in at the side of the goal. 3 minutes, 1 second gone here in the second. Still 0-0.
Well, let's not forget that Drake Kajula, though he was signed to a 2-year deal a year ago, he was traded for by Stan Bowman. Stan's always liked him. And last year he suffered a broken hand that eliminated the back half of his season in the American Hockey League. He didn't get a chance to play any NHL games, but he does have a lot of NHL experience, parts of 3 seasons with the Oilers. And I think he's had a pretty good training camp. And he's got jump. Yeah. He's competitive. He's feisty. He's got a dimension. And, you know, that's something you're looking for. And, can a guy like that come up and play 8 minutes in a game? Yes, he can.
Provide some spark, do something on the forecheck. Yes, Drake Kajula could do that. 282 NHL games to his credit.
I mean, we got a line tonight with Lane Peterson and James Hamlin. Peterson again's on the left side. Those guys all sort of vying for potentially a 14th forward spot.
Here's Arvidsson off the left wing, a shot, and a save by Lankinen as Draisaitl fed him the pass, and Arvidsson wasted a little time in putting that on net. That puck didn't sit on Arvidsson's stick for very long.
No. I mean, this is a 5-time 20-goal scorer, Cam.
That was quick shot. Face off to the right of Lankinen. Draisaitl into the face-off circle. Goes to Pettersson. Get it up the left wing. Now it comes out to the right. Oman will bring that in, but Sherwood was offside.
And Sherwood is slated to be on this Canucks team this year. Had a pretty decent campaign last year in Nashville, finishing with 10 goals and 27 points. He was plus 17.
Face off just outside the Oiler blue line. Draisaitl in there against Sherwood. Sherwood can win it to Desharnais at center. On the left, Wolanin will rim the puck into the Oilers zone. It goes off a skate. Sherwood will center that. Just breaking it up was Josh Brown. Arvidsson got it out through the middle. Now it's Draisaitl into the Canucks end. Cross to Jeff Skinner to the blue line. Josh Brown with a shot wide of the net. Comes off the end boards. Jeff Skinner right wing corner is passed to the point off the stick of Sherwood. It comes out. Josh Brown goes after it. Kiefer Sherwood right on him. It goes in behind the net to Brett Kulak. He'll come out from behind the goal, skate right in front of it, up the middle where he finds Draisaitl. Comes over to the left side. Has to make a move. Got away from Suter, gives it to Arvidsson, gets in over the line to Draisaitl, but in his skates. Jeff Skinner scooped it to the corner. Kudratsev will get the puck out on the left wing. Up the right side, puck cleared out by Dermott. Now on the left, off of Hamlin, it goes deep into the Canucks zone. Kajula's in on the forecheck, he's going to get a penalty. Took out Mark Friedman. And the Oilers will be shorthanded for the first time in this game. 4 minutes, 23 seconds gone here in the second period. Call that a hold. All right. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Kind of looked like Friedman grabbed Kajula's stick there. Sold it a bit.
Always get their penalty killers out there.
So if Henrique wins the draw, I wonder if they quickly goes up the ice and they get Janmark out there. Connor Brown. Brown's out there with Henrique right now.
Puck gets to the board. Stetcher can get it all the way down the ice. Looks like Henrique's going to stay. He is going to stay out there. It's Stetcher and Dermott on the back end for Edmonton. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone by DiGiuseppe. Stetcher up against the boards. It's in his skates. They're trying to dig this thing loose. Squeeze is free. Henrique now has it tied up in the corner inside the Oilers' end. Stetcher comes in with DiGiuseppe. Still trying to work it loose. It does come loose. It's to the blue line. Friedman on the right side for Höglander. Back to Friedman. He'll get it across. A one-timer off the arm of Stuart Skinner. As that was ripped on goal by Lecker Mackey. The puck cleared out and down the ice. Lankinen will set it behind the net. Minute to go here in the penalty to Caggiula. We're scoreless. We're 5:25 into the second period. It's Daniel Sprong at his own blue line. Leave the puck. It's brought in by Suter. From the left wing corner to Baines. Back to Suter on the left wing point. To Wolanin. Left side, Sprong will shoot it. Save made by Skinner. The rebound in front of the net. Gleason got it over to the board. Sprong has it left wing. The blue line. Wolanin to Sprong. Sprong to the side of the net. Cleared in front. The shot scores. Archie Baines got the pass over on the right side. It's a power play goal, and it's 1-0 for the Canucks.
Well, Baines is a finisher, as you know. You saw him play in Red Deer. He led the Western Hockey League in points back in 21-22, and just a great look. And Sprong helped make that play because he's got such a heavy shot. You have to honor it, swing it down low, and I tell you, Baines is making a case for himself, isn't he?
He is. Got into 8 games last year with the Canucks. The rest of his time in Abbotsford. But had a 55-point campaign in 59 games last year, did Baines, and he gets the Canucks on the board. It's a power play goal, and it's 1-0 Vancouver. Perry steals in the Canucks zone, comes out of the right wing corner, shoots it off a stick, goes over to the left side. Now along the left wing boards, McDavid to the blue line. Kukulak get it across to Josh Brown. Right side to Caggiula, off his stick, it goes in behind the net. McDavid was back there. Kudryavtsev will get it up the left wing and able to get it out. Center ice, Oman rolls it to the left wing corner. It's tied up. Sherwood and Sprong get the assist on the goal by Baines. 5:53, time of that goal for Vancouver. They're up 1-0 on Edmonton here at Rogers Place. Puck out at center ice. Shot in by Smith. Stuart Skinner to play it. Smith follows up, got to it, and couldn't get a shot off the right wing. Caggiula will get it out. Wheeling out of his own end and getting it up the right wing. Pettersson, but just to center ice. Now Dermott for Edmonton, left wing. Left side to Arvidsson, slides off the check from Juleson. Puck along the boards inside the Vancouver zone. Dermott in from the left wing point. Dermott's the one that comes up with it, or make that, Juleson comes up with it. He'll go cross ice. Misses everybody, gets to the boards. Juleson will try it on the right side. Now to Smith, pushes it to the middle. Now to Sasson will bring it in. He'll shoot it, blockered away by Stuart Skinner. Cleared out by Jeff Skinner. Shot right back in. Stuart Skinner will set it in behind the net for Gleason. 1-0 Vancouver. 7:45 gone here in the second period. Pass up the left wing to Jeff Skinner. Went off his stick. He's got to go get it. He does. Leaps back into his own end. To Gleason. Left side to Dermott. Dermott over center will flip it towards Lankinen. And that one went off his pad. Up the right wing. But cleared out. Lecker-Mackey was able to get it out of the zone on the right wing. Now to Ratu. They'll come in front to Ratu. Hopped over his stick. Draisaitl on the end boards. Hit it in behind the net. Emerson left side to Gleason at center ice. So get over center. Snap the puck in. Lankinen out of his net. Scoops it over to the right wing for Friedman. Get it out off a stick down into the Edmonton Oilers zone. Emerson on the right wing. Right up the right wing boards for Connor Brown. Brown across to Gleason. Left side off the stick of Janmark. Lankinen jammed the puck over to the right wing. Desharnais get it up in the air and out. Puck skipped right back into the Canucks zone. So Desharnais chases after it. Henrique right on him. Across to Wolanin it goes. Off the right wing boards. Kulak stepped up on the play. It'll come out. Stuart Skinner will have to play it. It goes in behind the net. Gives it to Josh Brown. Up the right wing to Connor Brown. High in the air into the Canucks zone. Janmark in on the forecheck. Gets the puck on the left wing boards. Around to Connor Brown, right corner. Brown over to the left side. So Kulak's in from the blue line. Behind the net goes over the stick of Connor Brown. Baines will bring it out for the Canucks. Over to Juleson. 1-0 Vancouver. 10.5 to go here in the second. Josh Brown steals. Down the left wing, got it in over the line for Lane Peterson. Peterson takes a hit, but he dumps it down to the left corner. Elias Pettersson will get it out. Long pass up to Sherwood. He's tied up by Dermott. Puck goes to the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Dermott with it. Around the left wing boards to get it out. For Peterson. Puts it across the blue line. It goes into the Canucks end. Around to Friedman. He'll get it out. Dermott off his skate. Goes into the Vancouver zone. Off the right wing boards. Giuseppe will get the puck in. 9:49 to go here in the second. 1-0 Vancouver leads on a goal by Arshdeep Bains on the power play from Sherwood and Sprong at 5:53 of this second period. Stetcher behind his net. Now on the right to Jeff Skinner. High in the air and out. The right side, Sasson into the Oilers zone. It's dropped for Smith, but it goes by him. McDavid will get it out. He'll get a long pass to Perry. He'll cut to the net and just off the end of his stick as he was being pestered by Desharnais and couldn't get the shot on goal. Down the right wing, Mueller brings it in. Mueller on the right side, swept off his stick. Desharnais on the right wing keeps it in at the point. Desharnais winds up, shoots it, and that's off his stick, goes wide of the Edmonton goal. Wolanin in from the left wing point. Cycles it. Goes over to the right side. Off of Sasson. Bounces to Skinner. He made the stop. That thing's bouncing around near the slot. It gets into the left wing corner. Emberson trying to get it loose. Instead it comes free to Sasson. Goes back to the blue line. Desharnais for the Canucks. Off the corner boards. Just missed Sasson with it behind the net. Emberson on the right. Can't get it out. Comes back to him though. Across to Gleason. Long pass up the left. Off the stick of Perry. It goes into the Canucks zone. Desharnais through the middle. Finds Lecker-Mackey. He'll get it out. On the right wing to Ratu. To the right wing corner. Now to Hoglander. Back to the blue line. The shot tipped towards the net and covered up by Skinner. And we'll get a battle in behind the net as Hoglander.
What time you go to bed?
9:30.
We don't have any.
Welcome to Tune In.
8:21 p.m.
My name's Jason, and I said yes to the Capital One Smart Rewards MasterCard because I get rewarded for paying down my card balance. It's pretty amazing. I can then use my points towards gift cards to buy perfect gifts for my niece and nephew. They'd love some new fall outfits, and I know my sister would appreciate it too.
Get rewarded with the Capital One Smart Rewards MasterCard. Visit CapitalOne.ca for more details. You've got lifestyle. Explore programs in academic upgrading, business, health, human services, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of courses available through continuing education. The education you want, the flexibility you deserve. NorthernLakesCollege.ca.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Canucks lead. 8:10 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Coincidental minors on the back end of the whatever that was in behind the Oiler net. Josh Brown off for Edmonton. Nils Hoglander off for the Canucks. We'll go 4-on-4. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Draisaitl wins the draw. Draisaitl, McDavid, Kulak, and Gleason out for Edmonton. Gleason up the left wing for Draisaitl. Now back to Kulak. Will take it behind the Oiler goal. Draisaitl skates through, picks up the puck. Now comes up the right wing. Back to Kulak on the right side to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. A little bit of speed into the Canucks end. Stops on the right wing to the slot. Draisaitl. He'll shoot it. Just misses on the glove side. Hits the corner boards and it comes out. Kulak will get to it first. Now to Connor McDavid. Through the middle. Glances off the stick. Goes into the Canucks zone. Pettersson to Juleson. Canucks going to lose it. Nope, he'll get it over to Elias Pettersson. Now out to center ice to Baines. To the Oiler end. Play it across. Quick shot. And the save made by Skinner off of Suter. It's Pius Suter for a little snapshot. Skinner made the stop. He held on. 7:13 to go here in the second. Canucks are up 1-0.
And Leon Draisaitl saying to Garrett Rank, they're holding my jersey as I was trying to break free for a stretch pass. Garrett wasn't buying what Leon was selling there.
Puck back to the blue line. Lannon walks it over to the right side. He'll take a snapshot. Blockered away by Skinner. Darnay in from the left wing point. Puck gets turned over. Connor Brown will get it out. He'll find Adam Henrique. He's got Stetcher with him. Into the Canucks zone. Henrique over to the right. Poked off his stick by Sherwood. We'll give it to Wolanin. 40 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. 1-0 Vancouver here in the second period. Wolanin to Darnay. In behind the Canucks net. Now out through the middle. Chased by Henrique. To Wolanin at center ice. Put it back into his own end to Sprong. Canucks will make some changes. Sprong will come up through the middle. Now go over to the left wing. Into the Oilers zone. Cuts across the top of the circles. Lost the puck and Arvidsson goes the other way for Edmonton. Now he'll loop it through center ice. Take it back into his own end. Sprong will force him behind the goal. Now it goes to Gleason. Gleason into the Canuck end. Left side Arvidsson. His shot. And a save made by Lankinen. Hit him in the right shoulder. With your ad, Seb. Off the left wing. Center ice. Gave it to Mueller. Now a quick pass up to Jeff Skinner. To Arvidsson now on the left wing into the Canucks zone. To the left wing point. Emberson couldn't get it deep. Mueller will get it out. Give it to Höglander. Now to Sprong. Puck along the right wing board. So we're back 5-on-5 to the right wing point. Juleson fanned on his pass attempt and stepping into it. It's Jeff Skinner or James Hamblin for Edmonton. Hamblin down the left wing. He'll get it across to Jeff Skinner. Can't get a shot towards the net. Skinner's out of the right wing corner. Still with it. Now to Lane Peterson. Has it on the right wing. Peterson. From the right point is Emberson. The puck does get cleared out of the Canucks zone. Skinner at his own blue line. Over to Kulak. 1-0 Vancouver. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck dumped into the Vancouver end. Todd Colson right wing corner. Miss Kajula behind the goal. So along the right wing boards, Juleson will get it up and out to center. Brought in by Sasson, right side. The shot and the save made by Skinner off of Lecker-Mackey with a quick shot off the right wing. Stetcher's able to get it out. Darnay. The right wing boards. All the way down the ice. That's ice against Vancouver. 4:34 to go here in the second period. 1-0 Vancouver lead.
I think Vancouver's kind of outworked Edmonton here in the second. I think that's fair?
Yes. Oilers have not had a lot of opportunity because the Canucks are working hard.
Yeah. Now, when you get a focus just on defense, it works to your advantage.
Face off to the right of Lankinen. McDavid, Perry, and Janmark on the ice. The puck goes to Dermott, left wing point. He's got Stetcher with him. Shoots it. It goes off the outside of the net. Janmark recovers, takes it to the right wing. To the right wing point for Stetcher. Went to shoot that off a stick. Goes straight up into the air. And then on the backhand, cleared out by Sasson. Up the right wing. Directed in by McDavid. Darnay turns on it. Perry's on him. It goes in behind the goal. Lannon on the right wing. Chops it out to center ice. Emberson to McDavid. Now to Gleason. Gleason in his own blue line. Down the left wing to McDavid into the Canucks zone. He'll shoot it. Tried to go 5-hole on Lankinen. He steered that aside. Puck back to the point. Gleason to Emberson. His shot and a save made by Lankinen. He'll hold on to it. 3:47 to go here in the second period. 1-0 Vancouver leading Edmonton. From Rogers Place, we'll be right back. It is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC Sports Medicine Imaging Specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Ron Pascal. It's crunch time for your taste buds. Because for a limited time, A&W is collabing with Ruffles to bring you the Ruffle Crunch Team Burger.
Cancel.
Your favorite team burger and your favorite Ruffles cheddar and sour cream.
Face off the Canucks zone to the left of Lankinen. Friedman takes it in behind his net for the Canucks. Sherwood on the right, he'll high in the air and out. Emerson, right wing to Arvidsson, cross ice to Gleason. Gleason at center, on the right for Draisaitl, he'll dump it in. Friedman will take it in behind the goal. Try to wrap it around the boards, and he does to Sherwood. Sherwood at center ice, bounce it into the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone, then hit Emberson on the end boards. And the puck to Sherwood. He'll crank it around over to the left, where it's picked up by Gleason of Edmonton. Now to Ty Emberson. He can leave that to Leon Draisaitl, and he'll get it out up the right wing to Jeff Skinner. Comes into the Canucks end. His little button hook right near the blue line. Fired it across the middle, and Sprong was able to break it up. Now on the left side, Giuseppe into the Oilers zone. Stops top of the circle. The Sprong shovels it in front of the net. Nobody there for the Canucks. Juleson in from the right wing point. Off the left side to Sprong. He'll shoot it off the shoulder of Stuart Skinner, and the puck comes out.
Oh, he told you he'd shoot from everywhere.
He does. Wise Pettersson will dump it into the Oiler end. On the backhand, Draisaitl gets it up and out. ARNA inside his own blue line. Now on the right wing. Gave it to Suter. Only got it to center ice. Henrique's able to shoot it in. ARNA takes it to the end boards. Here comes Henrique to the Oilers. Goes underneath Connor Brown. Now over to the right side, Matthias Janmark. Up the right wing boards. Hit by Suter. Baines finds a loose puck, clears it out for Vancouver. Won't be hard enough for Ison. 2 minutes to go here in the second. 1-0 Vancouver leads. Brett Kulak weaves his way out. Comes into the Canucks zone. Left side to Connor Brown. Thought about shooting it. Goes to Kulak in the left corner. Now on the right side to Janmark. Back to the right wing point where Henrique is. Got it to the corner. Oilers make a few changes. DRNA will get it up to the blue line, and it does come out. Brought in on the left side. Lecker-Mackey, right wing to Friedman. Now behind the goal to Höglander. His pass hits a stick, comes back to Höglander. To the blue line. Friedman. Got it to the left wing. Shot from the angle. Saved by Skinner. Lecker-Mackey into the left wing corner. Gave it to Höglander. Back to the point. Kudryavtsev had kept it in. Gets to the left wing corner. Henrique will get it up into the air. It won't get out. Comes right back to him. Henrique out from behind the net. Canucks make changes. We're to the last minute here in the second. 1-0 Vancouver leading. Kajula at his own blue line. Center ice to Dermott, off the boards and in. Lankinen out to play it. Flying in is James Hamblin. Hamblin to Peterson. To the blue line it goes. Here's Gleason left side. Pulls it, doesn't shoot it. Waiting, sliding in front of him was Mueller. And now Hamblin's going to keep it in with some great effort. Now it goes to Peterson. Tried to shoot it. That got blocked. It goes in behind the net. Kudryavtsev will get it up the right wing. Off the right wing boards, Mueller got it out. Lane Peterson on the right wing will dump it in. 20 seconds to go here in the second. What time is it?
The time is 8:35 p.m.
Mueller off the right wing boards. Got it to center ice. Emerson up to Kajula. Just got the puck into the Canucks end. That gets cleared right back out. Podkolzin will shoot it on net from the angle. Long ways out. Saved by Lankinen. The second period ends. And the Edmonton Oilers still looking for a goal. They're now 1-0. We're after 40 minutes here at Rogers Place. This is the 6th preseason game. The Oilers 2-3 coming into this one. Canucks are 2-2 so far in the preseason. But good chances in that second period. Bob, they were a little tough to come by from the Oilers side.
Vancouver checked. They got their hard hats on tonight. You know, they've got a development team. They got the Sedins here that work with their players, and we're seeing some progression and growth with some of the younger prospects.
cursing during your commute again? Do you find yourself living at work instead of working from home? When it feels like all that's left is work hard, you know it's time to play. It's easy to find your next favorite game at Bodog.net. Play free casino games, get poker tips, and check out the latest sports odds. Visit Bodog.net today. Hashtag make a play.
Blending in instead of standing out? At Robertson College, we get it. It's not always easy to find your place in the job market. That's why we help you reach your goals faster, no matter where you are in your career journey. From personalized coaching and professional support to connecting you with employers, we help you get hired. So isn't it time you felt valued? Your next career move starts with Workforce at Robertson College. For more, go to robertsoncollege.com/workforce.
Goal. This being the 6th preseason game for Edmonton. They're 2-3 coming into this.
How hard do you think it is? You went to the 7th game of the Stanley Cup final on June the 24th.
What time is the Edmonton Oilers will play?
The Edmonton Oilers are currently playing the Vancouver Canucks. The game began this evening at 7 p.m.
I get all that, absolutely.
But there's opportunities. You got to make
next game.
The Edmonton Oilers are currently playing the Vancouver Canucks.
The Edmonton Oilers will play on Tuesday.
The Edmonton Oilers are currently playing the Vancouver.
Alexa, what time is the Oilers on Wednesday?
The Edmonton Oilers will play the Seattle Kraken on Wednesday, October 2nd at 8 p.m.
Around on the right side, Arvidsson will take a hit. Pinching in was Sherwood. The puck goes to the left wing, and up near the blue line is Draisaitl. He's able to spin it out to center ice. On the left wing, Wolanin will shoot it in. Stetcher will go in behind the Oiler net. 1-0 Canucks. We're just underway here in the third period. The right side to Perry, that goes off his stick. Wolanin put it into the Oiler end off his Stetcher. Following it up, Dermott to Podkolzin. Only got it to the Vancouver blue line. The puck cleared out. Now lifted in by Sprong as he goes cross corner with it. Podkolzin to Emberson. Comes out from behind the Edmonton goal. Up the right wing. Off of McDavid, now catches up to it. Brings it in over the line. Right wing for Perry. All the way across on the left to McDavid. Poked out of the Canuck end by Baines. Shot right back in by Emberson. Come around, Lecker-Mackey couldn't get it out. Shot towards the net. Tipped just wide by Perry. He's got his stick on it. After that shot from the point by Gleason, the puck comes out. Gleason's got it. Right wing now to Emberson. The right side to Connor Brown. Ran out of room, and it's brought in. Lecker-Mackey, left wing, will shoot towards the net. Save made by Skinner. No rebound to be had. Went hard to the net was Höglander and Ratton. Or a minute 46 into the third. 1-0 Canucks lead.
David belted Lecker-Mackey. Finished through and a hit on him. And give Lecker-Mackey credit. He got right back up, went up the ice. Got a solid shot on goal.
Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. Henrique taking the draw against Ratu. Puck goes to Gleason. Now to Josh Brown on the right. Couldn't get it out. Ratu tried to shot from the angle. It gets blocked. Headed up against the boards. And it goes around to Gleason. Has to go over to the left side. Lecker-Mackey right on him. Now to Ratu. Played him behind the Edmonton goal. Brown will get it up the right wing. It's going to go near the blue line. Now Josh Brown up the right wing boards for Janmark. In over the line. He'll shoot. Save made by Lankinen on an opportunity there for Janmark.
Great play by Josh Brown.
Coming up the right wing and out and up to Janmark. Janmark had a line to the net. Henrique on the right to Janmark. Back into the Oilers zone. It goes to Kulak. 1-0 Vancouver. We're 2.5 gone here in the third. To Stetcher. Stetcher on the right wing. Into the Canucks zone. From the angle, the save made by Lankinen. We'll hold on to that. Be a face-off in the Vancouver end. Oil Kings are on the road this weekend. They go to Brandon and Regina.
Brandon's got a real good team this year, I'm told.
Yes, they do. They will be back at home on Saturday, October 12th against Red Deer for a 2 o'clock game. In from the right wing point is Stetcher. He'll pull it to the net. The backhand save made by Lankinen as Troy Stetcher came from the right point, went right down the wing, and then cut right to the net.
Oilers will be hosting the Chicago Blackhawks that night. Right. Connor Bedard in the second home game, open up against Winnipeg on the 9th.
Nice little doubleheader day here at Rogers Place on Saturday the 12th. Face off to the left of Lankinen. Hamblin wins the draw. Shot by Stetcher, misses on the short side. Round to the left point where Kulak had kept it in. Hamblin on the left wing. Leighton Peterson had his stick held there for a bit. Couldn't get a hold of it. Goes in behind the net. Darren A for the Canucks. Kudryavtsev able to get it out on the right wing. Oman into the Edmonton zone. Off the end of his stick right to Kulak. Kulak up the left wing. To Kajula, he'll direct it in. Oilers will make changes. Kudryavtsev out from behind his net. Up the left side. Miss Sprong with it. Went off a stick apparently, so no icing. Dermott to get it out up the left wing. Finds Draisaitl into the Canucks zone. Fires a pass across to Arvidsson. It hit his skate. It came out. Emberson at the Edmonton blue line. Over to Dermott, now on the left wing to Draisaitl. Up in the air, lifts it in on the backhand. It gets batted up towards the blue line. Puck cleared out, and Suter put it right into the bench. So we get the whistle. 3:54 gone here in the third. 1-0 Canucks lead. Power play goal in the second period by Baines. That's been it. Shots just 18-17 for Edmonton.
It's been a quiet game. Solid road game for Vancouver, who again don't have any of their big. I mean, Hoaglander's there. I would say maybe. I mean, he was a 20 goal scorer last year.
Yeah.
But no Miller, no Pettersson.
Off the left side, a shot saved by Lankinen. It went off his glove. The puck along the right wing, and McDavid has it left side now to Perry. He'll go to the net. Scores! Corey Perry outweights Lankinen, and this game's tied at 1.
Well, Corey Perry hash marks in. He's still got it. I mean, he doesn't have great speed anymore, but hash marks in because he's got courage. He'll take the puck hard to the hole. And McDavid on an interchange found him, and Perry took it to the net and deposited the puck into a Yanni cage.
4:08 time of the goal. Perry just brought it right to the front of the net. Waited for Lankinen to go down and made the move, just past his pad and in. And this game's all tied up at 1 here at Rogers Place.
Alexa, what scores for the Edmonton Oilers?
With 15 minutes, 34 seconds left in the third period, the Edmonton Oilers are tied with the Vancouver Canucks 1-1.
Gleason bringing it out. Center ice went to shoot it in, went off a stick, and it goes out of play. Perry from McDavid at 4:08.
Dermott gets a second assist.
Dermott gets a second assist.
Still here in a PTO. The Oilers let their other veteran NHL PTOer, Mike Hoffman, go today. Jasper Weatherby was cut a little bit earlier. He played about 50 games a couple years ago for the Sharks. Spent the last season in the minors. He's already down in Bakersfield, trying to earn a contract. Leon working over Atu Ratu in the neutral ice area.
Into the Canucks zone, and it's Draisaitl in behind the net. Takes it over to the left. Dishes back to the blue line. Brown across to Gleason. Now on the right. Arvidsson to the right wing corner. To Draisaitl. Out to Arvidsson. He doesn't get a shot away. Puck goes to Draisaitl. Left it in the corner. Skating onto it. Ratu will get it out. Dumped into the Oilers zone. Ratu in the right wing corner for Lecker-Mackey. Got caught up in his skates. Gleason gets it loose and out. Gloved down by Friedman. Now to Hoaglander. We'll give it to Ratu. In over the line. A little drop pass, but that goes right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in the Oiler end. Long pass through the middle. Just off the stick of Caggiula. To Lane Peterson, right corner in the Vancouver zone. Now to Caggiula. He's on the end boards. Crashing in there is Hamblin. Kudryavtsev had left it on the right wing, and Mueller is able to get it out to center ice to Sasson. He'll dump it in. We're tied at 1. We're here in the third. 5:40 gone here in the third period. Puck deep in the Oiler end on the end boards. Got it tied up. Now it squeezes loose, goes through the middle, just past Juleson on the point. Now he's going to chase after it with Hamblin on him. Goes across to Pettersson. Now on the left wing, it stood up at the Edmonton blue line. Juleson over to Pettersson through center ice, and Mueller checked by Dermott. McDavid into the Canuck end. Poked off his stick, it comes out. Dermott on the left to Podkolzin. He'll dump it in. Left wing, Juleson will go cross ice to get it out. Emberson will go back forward for the Oilers. Canucks make changes. Emberson into the middle to McDavid. Now to Ty Emberson. Emberson forced back by Sprong. Over to Dermott on the left wing. Now to Podkolzin. Comes into the Canucks zone. To the right wing corner. Puck rolls in behind the net. Lannon's going to take a hit.
This game's starting to get a little bit. Suter and McDavid got something going. Perry's had enough of this.
Perry's had way enough. Now Perry's trying to go right at Suter. The whistle goes. The linesman gets in there. Everybody else is going to get in there. Yeah, Corey Perry had enough. Milannon's trying to stay in between Suter and Perry. Linesman in there as well. Well, we'll figure this out. 6 minutes, 53 seconds gone here in the third. Starting to heat up a bit. Oilers and Canucks tied at 1. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka. The perfect companion.
2. Dermott's going to go to the box. We will take a break. From Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate
all games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Loon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Oilers and Canucks tied at 2. 8:54 to go in the third. Dermott goes off for the cross-check. Third power play of the evening for the Canucks. They're 1 for 2 with the man advantage. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Puck on the left wing side. Sprong to the left wing corner for Suter. Around the boards to Baines on the right, to the blue line. Wolanin, left wing, over to Sprong, fanned on the one-timer. Baines has it right wing boards. Over to the left, Sprong about the hash marks, into the left wing corner. Gave it to Sherwood. Tried to go through the middle, goes off of Arvidsson and out. Wolanin will go out from behind his net, now bring it up to the blue line. Drop it back for Sprong. Sprong to Suter. On the right to Sherwood. Will go to the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Puck goes now in behind the net. Emerson gets it loose, but had his stick lifted. Puck comes in front of the net. Over to the left side. Sprong gives it to Baines. To the blue line. Wolanin. On the right wing, it comes across. One-time shot. That was blocked as Sprong let that go. It hit Emerson. Sherwood has it left wing. Lost it. Emerson will get it free. He'll get it down the ice for the Oilers.
Job front of the puck there from Emerson.
Out from behind the net. And now it's Ratu to Friedman. Out of Ratu as he brings the puck into the Oilers zone. To DiGiuseppe, left wing corner to Ratu on the right. Höglander to Lecker-Mackey to the blue line. Across to DiGiuseppe. He'll shoot it. That one goes off of Josh Brown and wide. Puck Colson will try to clear it. He does. Past Friedman and down the ice. 20 seconds to go in the power play for Vancouver.
Pod Colson's going to have to be able to kill penalties here, given this depth of the Oilers' top 9.
Tied at 2. 7:05 to go in the third period. Friedman rips the puck into the Oilers zone. To the right wing corner. Arvidsson played it to the line over the stick. Just over the stick of Ratu and down the ice. Penalty done. Vancouver 1 for 3 with a man advantage. We're tied at 2. We're here in the third. Up the left wing comes Sasson for the Canucks. In over the line. Could get it through to Desharnais. On the right wing, Stetcher for the Oilers. His long pass, gave it to Kulak now to Draisaitl. That shot that's saved by Lankinen. As Draisaitl was flying down the left wing, and Kevin Lankinen was able to squeeze it up against his body and keep it out of the net.
Well, one thing that Stetcher can do is he can move the puck. He got it up the ice on a long stretch pass and then a quick little chip from McDavid through to Leon as the Oilers load up Connor and Leon together coming out of a penalty.
Face-off will be to the right of Lankinen. Draisaitl wins the draw. Back to Dermott, right side to Stetcher. Now to McDavid. Give it to Draisaitl. Go to the right corner. Bad angle shot off the outside of the net. Draisaitl top of the circle. Comes up to the blue line. Over to McDavid.
With 5 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third period, the Edmonton Oilers are tied with the Vancouver Canucks 2-2.
Over to the right side. Dumps it over to the left. Sprong was up against the boards, but Draisaitl was able to get it out. There's Pettersson in his own blue line for Vancouver. Up to Juleson, then directed in. Off the stick of Mueller. And on the forecheck. Puck sent back to Desharnais. Shot from the point. Doesn't get through. There's a lot of traffic. Stetcher's going to get it out. Stetcher up the left wing to McDavid. Comes into the Canucks zone. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right side. Draisaitl, left wing corner. Now out of the left side is Gleason for Edmonton. Behind the goal for Draisaitl. Goes over to the right. Gets it to the slot. And unable to get a shot away was Hamlin. Puck to the right wing point. Draisaitl, right wing boards for Jeff Skinner. Got dumped penalty coming up to Pius Suter. I'll call that a cross check.
That's a tough call.
Same as the last one, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. Oilers on the power play when we come back. 5:12 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Canucks from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers. NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Use our visualizer to see for yourself and end the roll.
Cam, Luna, Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Oilers and Canucks tied at 2. 5:12 to go in the third period. Preseason action. As the Edmonton Oilers on the power play, Suter in the penalty box. Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. It gets cleared down in behind the Edmonton net, and wheeling out with it is Gleason. Gleason got it up the right wing, and now it has to go back to Connor McDavid.
Haven't minded Gleason tonight.
It's been good. Gleason now with it, right wing to Draisaitl. At center ice, Draisaitl couldn't get a pass through to McDavid. DiGiuseppe will get it all the way down.
I like DiGiuseppe as a player. He's a good grinder.
Third power play of the game for Edmonton. 1 for 2 so far in this one as McDavid got it into the Canucks zone, and that gets cleared down the ice by Darnay.
Skinner needed to make a better play there.
Now Gleason on the right wing for Draisaitl. Into the Canucks zone, right side to McDavid. Cross ice pass goes to the left wing point. Stetcher's got it. Stetcher down the left wing to the left wing corner. Now in behind the net. Wedged on the end boards. Now Arvidsson got in there. Darnay got it free, and it comes out. 43 seconds left to go in the power play. Oilers haven't got much going so far. We're tied at 2 in the third. Draisaitl at center ice, forced back by DiGiuseppe. Play it in front of his net. Puck goes to Stetcher. Stetcher looking for a little bit of room. Drop the puck back. Connor Brown comes into the Canucks zone, poked off his stick, and Kudryavtsev was able to get it out. Oman in on the forecheck for Vancouver, and he's providing some trouble. And he's got it up against the boards, now lost it to Corey Perry. Perry's got a goal in this game, as does Gleason. Baines and Smith for Vancouver. As Stetcher to center ice, penalty is over. Edmonton 1 for 3 with a man advantage. Connor Brown on the forecheck. He gets the puck back to the point. Got it to Kulak towards the net, and it's tipped on goal by Henry, covered up by Lankinen. He'll hold on with 3:01 to go here in the third. The Oilers and the Canucks are tied at 2.
Yeah, this game's lacked a little bit of pace from, and maybe some desperation for some of the guys that are, American League, NHL tweeners. And you almost wonder whether or not they've resigned themselves a bit to the reality that maybe they know that might not be here tomorrow. The Oilers' final 2 games are in Seattle and Vancouver. We expect Edmonton to carry 27 players, 15 forwards, 9 defense, and 3 goalies. Maximum on that 2-game road trip.
Off the draw in the Vancouver zone. Kulak get it across. One-timer by Emberson. The save by Lankinen. As those games will be more like dress rehearsals for the regular season.
Yeah.
As you would expect.
Wayne Gretzky used to tell us, Cam, about how he'd have to play every home game in the preseason and then half the time on the road because they'd sold the road games.
Kulak off the draw, rips a shot on net, right pad, saved by Lankinen.
Sometimes he'd play 10 or 11.
Gets to center ice, is dumped into the Oilers zone. Emberson around the right wing. And to Janmark, now to Hamblin on the left side, he'll dump it in. Hamblin and Podkolzin get in there. And Podkolzin comes up with the puck. Swung it back to the right point, but nobody there for the Oilers. Emberson now to Janmark, that's offside. 2:22 to go in the third. Oilers and Canucks tied at 2.
I mean, we know 7 of the 9 guys go tonight for Edmonton. They're going to be there, obviously. McDavid. 7 of the top 9 are playing the Henrique line with Brown and Janmark. That's their third line. Draisaitl with Arvidsson and Skinner. That's their second line. McDavid from their first line. Corey Perry and Podkolzin likely from their fourth line. So they've got 9 of their forwards. Obviously, Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. Hyman a 50-goal scorer last year. RNH 100-point scorer the year before. And then Derek Ryan. But there's a push from LeBlanc, and there's been a push from Noah Philp. And I expect them both in against Seattle.
Friedman will get it up the right wing to
The time is 9:28 p.m.
rolls it in behind Gleason. Gleason to Josh Brown. Up the left wing. That doesn't get out. Perry jams it in behind the Edmonton net. Gleason held off Baines.
I like Gleason.
Been good. Up to Kajula at center ice. He'll dump it in. Minute 40 to go here in the third. We're tied at 2, the Oilers and the Canucks. It's on the inboards. Friedman tried the right side. They do get it out. Won't be hard enough for icing. McDavid will just leave it to Stetcher. Oilers will make some changes. Stetcher sets up in behind the Oiler goal. We're now down to it with a minute 20 to go here in the third. Puck gets almost given away in front of the Edmonton net, but cleared out. Giuseppe would have had a great chance. Sent back in. Stuart Skinner, up to Victor Arvidsson. He'll come up the left wing. Dish on the right, nobody there for the Oilers. We'll go to the blue line. Dermott through the middle of the ice. Nothing going there. Sherwood will dump it in. We're to the last minute here in the third. Tied at 2. Oilers and Canucks. Stetcher out from behind his net. Gets away from Ratu. Weaves his way to center. Now to Draisaitl. Lean over the line. Right wing to Arvidsson. Cross ice pass. He's looking for Jeff Skinner. That got broken up. Ratu will bring it out for the Canucks. Ratu into the Oilers zone for Hoglander. Goes to the right wing corner. Stops in the corner. It's in his skates for a moment. Set in front. All the way back to the left wing point. Friedman has it. 25 seconds to go in the third period. Put it off the end boards. Kulak will get it out. Draisaitl now to Emberson. Emberson will dump it in. Goes in behind the Vancouver net with 12 seconds to go in the third. Up the right wing. Darnay all the way down with it. It'll be an icing call. 5 seconds to go in the third period. Tied at 2. The Oilers will get a face-off in the Vancouver zone.
So do you put your better players on the ice here and try to create something off a face-off win?
Why not? That's exactly what's happening. Draisaitl, McDavid, Colson get out there. Gleason and Kulak on the back end. See if they can cook up a little magic here in the last 5 seconds. Suter taking the draw for the Canucks. It'll go to McDavid, left wing. Will shoot it. That gets blocked. Goes to the left wing corner. We're going to go to OT. Oilers had overtime in their first preseason game. They beat Winnipeg here at Rogers Place. Tied at 2. Overtime coming up next. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Scheme needs a little extra. It's tied at 2. We're heading to OT. Arshdeep Baines, Nate Smith have scored for Vancouver. Corey Perry and Ben Gleason have the goals for Edmonton. Each team 1 for 3 on the power play in this game. You have to think in a 3-on-3 overtime.
I think you got to have Gleason on the ice. I think he's been their best defenseman. Right now, Ben Gleason, again, for the second year in a row, is making things a little bit interesting.
Yeah, he did it last year too, you're right.
If you're basing this on a meritocracy and not about what makes the most sense cap-wise, kind of tough to ignore what Gleason's done here. Yeah. And he's the guy out with McDavid and Draisaitl. Now, what do you think Vancouver's thinking?
Well, just try and get through this shift. Hey, just try and push it to the next one.
You got to, Nils Aman's got to win the face-off for Vancouver.
All right, 3-on-3 overtime. Oilers kick it back to Gleason. As Draisaitl won the draw, he'll take it in behind the Edmonton net. Oman, Hoglander, and Friedman out there for the Canucks as Draisaitl drops it back to McDavid. Gathers speed into the Canucks zone. He'll shoot it. That was blocked. He'll get it right back, though. And it comes free. And Oman's going to get it out. Maybe spraying Hoglander, and he gets it to him on the right side. Waiting forced to the right wing corner. He might just give that away. He did to McDavid. And 2-on-1. He's got Gleason with him. Into the Canucks zone. Over to Gleason. Put it just wide on the backhand, and it bounces off the back of the net.
What a chance for Ben Gleason.
Hoglander up the left wing. Now to Sprong. Just underway here in overtime. Oilers and Canucks at Rogers Place. Sprong's pass hits a stick, goes into the Edmonton zone. So Kulak to Arvidsson. Arvidsson will go in behind the Oiler net. Now out. His long pass to Kulak that gets picked off by Ratu, that runs into Arvidsson, and the puck goes to Jeff Skinner. He's in the Edmonton zone. Skinner through the middle. Pass that hit the stick of Ratu. Skinner in panic mode now. Ratu's got the puck into the slot. Takes it back to the blue line and is able to get it out. It goes back to all the way back into the Canuck end. Now given away. Here's Jeff Skinner waiting. Doesn't get a shot. Has it in behind the net. Banks it off the back of the goal. It comes in front of the net over to the left wing, and Kulak couldn't get his on it. Baines will bring it out. Baines up to center. Now to his own blue line. The right wing. Gave that away. Kudryavtsev lost it. In on the left wing. Arvidsson, the shot, and the save made by Lankinen. Squeezed it up against his body as Victor Arvidsson had a shot to the net down the left wing.
Well, Edmonton's had the three best chances so far here at OT. What a chance for Gleason, and he just elevated the puck wide of the net. And then a strip from Skinner. And he tried to go with the Brendan Shanahan special and fake one in.
Face off to the right.
What scores for the Edmonton Oilers?
With 2 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first overtime, the Edmonton Oilers are tied with the Vancouver Canucks 2-2.
For the Canucks, now he skates out with it. He's going to get checked though. Gets chopped back in. Connor Brown after it. Wolanin got to it first to go in behind the net with Brown on it. Brown stole it. Browning it tied up on the play. It's in the left wing corner. And Smith to Wolanin. Running out of his zone for the Canucks. Across to Ty Mueller. Mueller through the middle. Now on the right to Smith. Smith down the right wing. Centering pass. That's broken up by Stuart Skinner. And the Oilers will get a rush as Henrique brings it out. Now to Connor Brown. In over the line on the right wing. Connor Brown pulls it. He'll try to shoot it. He can't. Now banking it towards the net. Couldn't get it through. Brown's got it behind the net. Centered that. And flying over to the left wing is Stetcher to find a loose puck. Instead, it's McDavid on the ice, but swept away and out, and it will be an icing against Vancouver. With 1:50 to go in overtime, and it's a bit of a hot potato in the Canucks zone there for a bit.
Some desperation.
Yes.
Dermott out here now with Connor and Leon. Paul Coffey giving lots of team opportunity. It's the fourth defenseman we've seen.
Gets into the corner. Friedman rolled it behind the net. Mueller's got Draisaitl on him. He's trying to hold it in his skates. Draisaitl got it free. It goes to Dermott, and he chopped it off a stick. It goes out of play. Face-off stays in the Canucks zone, but they can get a change.
Yeah, somebody caught the puck there and gave it to a kid. Nicely done.
Well done. That's what you do. Face off to the left of Lankinen. 1:36 to go in the overtime. Draisaitl, McDavid, Dermott stay out. Oman taking the draw. Puck goes to the blue line. Dermott slides across the line to the left point. Now down the left wing. Stops top of the circle. Brings it up to the blue line. Brings it out. Oilers will regroup in the neutral zone. Dermott to McDavid. David through the middle to Draisaitl. Comes into the Canucks end, but got bounced off of it for a moment. Now trying to regain it. Instead, the puck given away. McDavid to Draisaitl. The backhand and a right pad save by Lankinen. Hoglander will get it out. We're into the last minute here of the OT. Pass to Hoglander. That missed him. As Pettersson missed him, it goes down the ice. Lankinen Holds it in the corner.
Now it's a 2-on-1.
Almost gave it away. Might be a 3-on-1. Sherwood down the right side. He's got Sprong with him. To Sprong. The shot. Great save by Skinner. Sprong gets the rebound. Can't get a shot away. Got his stick lifted by Draisaitl. He just saved the game. And Draisaitl's going to get a penalty. Tripped Sprong with 26 seconds to go in the overtime.
Leon thought he got tripped himself before, took a stick, got frustrated. Oh, we had some entertainment in the final 25 minutes of this game.
Yes, we did. Took a while to get there, but we got there. Okay, the trip goes to Leon Draisaitl. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Great stop by Skinner, though.
Yep.
Off a Sprong.
And they missed the trip on Leon, and that's why he was upset. He thought he was getting a free one, and then Sprong, part of the Danish springboard diving team on that play.
Call a 30-second timeout.
So just 26 seconds to go here in the OT. Good action, though. Both goaltenders had to make some saves in the overtime. So we'll go 4-on-3 for the last 26 seconds. Draisaitl with a great chance to end it. A setup by McDavid. Blanking in with the save. And then Stuart Skinner with a huge stop off of Daniel Sprong. Keeps this game going. Henrique, Emberson, and Kulak out for Edmonton. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner as Ratu will take the...
Alarm set for 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Well, Henrique was really good in face-offs through the first two periods.
And it's batted back towards the blue line, but that's going to be kept in. The Sprong on the right side will shoot it. That's blocked as Emberson got in front of it. Ratu to Höglander. Back to the blue line. Wolanin left side, then off the stick of Henrique, and it comes out. Wolanin will turn it up. Just a few seconds left. And we're going to go to a shootout. As overtime solves nothing. But a shootout it will be. The Oilers and the Canucks here in preseason action. But good to see the opportunity for some D on in the overtime. Yeah. Like you were saying, Gleason and Dermott, both in 3-on-3.
Well, they used five defensemen because Emerson was out there in the PK. So
exactly, 5
defensemen ended up seeing some time. Started with Gleason. He had a great chance to finish it. Kulak was the second D to get on the ice. Then Stetcher. And then we saw Dermott. And then when the Oilers, Draisaitl took the penalty, Emerson. So 5 separate. You can't argue about the opportunity there for Paul Coffey for each of the D.
Yeah, getting them all out there. We'll do a quick scrape of the ice as we get ready for this shootout.
Cam, they just wanted you to put in a little bit of extra work.
That's right.
You and Jack are split in the preseason, so this is your final game. Till Winnipeg on the 9th in the regular season.
That is correct. That's all right.
That's all right.
We can deal with the shootout. There, they got it all scraped up. And away we go. Yeah, regular season starting on the 9th. Wednesday night, Winnipeg is here at Rogers Place. Looking forward to it. Okay, looks like they got everything ready. Connor McDavid will be the first shooter for the Oilers. All right, McDavid has started off. Pulls way to the right, all the way to the boards. Makes his way back to the middle, slows down, and lost the puck as he tried to pull it to the backhand. Lankinen may have got his stick in there to disrupt things, and the puck goes into the corner. Lecker-Mackey is the shooter for Vancouver, their first shooter. And the right shot goes down the left side, gets back to the middle, off the post, and it stays out.
Good move. Oilers are lucky. A little bit of postage there.
He had the puck to the middle, went quick to the right side, and release, and it hit the post.
Last game the Sedins played in the NHL, Leon wired one from about 40 feet out, shootout against Vancouver.
Here's Draisaitl right down the middle, cranks it, scores! Rips it upstairs on the slap shot. The Oilers get the first goal of the shootout, just as you had predicted, or alluded to. He hammered that thing. Sprong, the next shooter.
Can really shoot the
This guy's got a great shot. Sprong over to the right. Sprong waiting. Shooting. Pad save made by Skinner. Goal here ends it. Victor Arvidsson will be the shooter for the Oilers.
For some reason, I think he likes to go to the backhand.
He's got the right shot. Now Arvidsson picks it up. Arvidsson to the right side. Back to the middle. He'll go to the backhand. Scores! Arvidsson will win it for the Oilers here in the shootout. A lot of patience on that play by Victor Arvidsson, waiting for Lankinen to go down to the ice, lift it over him on the backhand, and the Oilers will win this one 3-2 in a shootout.
Well, he's got those quick little hands, and, you know, as a right-handed shot, I often find that righties seem to be able to deke more effectively. I don't know why. I'd like to do a study on this. Maybe I'll get Michael Pargetti to run the analytics on it. Or maybe I just got really lucky on that one. But I could have sworn I saw Arvidsson score a couple times on the backhand before in a shootout.
Well, it showed great patience. As the Oilers congratulate Stuart Skinner on a job well done. 3-2 the final. Oilers win this one in a shootout against the Vancouver Canucks. A Canuck lineup, not heavy on experience, but nonetheless, still a really good game. Canucks played hard, worked hard.
Oh yeah, they won't be disappointed at all.
Not at all. And the Oilers had to get after it in the third period and were able to win it in a shootout, but